Hello students, welcome back. Today we will study a very important topic of chapter 3 current electricity. The name of the topic is Kirchhoff's rule. Okay, there are two rules, one is the loop rule and another is the junction rule. Yeah, so first let's start. Sign convention. Okay, first we'll see about sign convention. See, if your journey through the resistor is in direction of flow of current, which is arbitrarily chosen, IR should be considered negative. Okay, so I'm giving an example. If this is a resistor having resistance R, and the current flowing is in this way. Okay, now if we are moving in the same direction as in the direction of current, okay, then we should take minus IR. Here the IR should be considered negative. The reason here is, see, if this is point A and this is point B, let the potential at A is VA and the potential at B is VB. So when we move from A to B, there is a drop in the potential. Okay, how much amount of potential is dropped? That is V equal to IR. As there is decrease in the potential, so we will write it down IR means VA minus IR. This will be equal to VB. Okay, so when we move in the direction of the flow of current, then IR should be considered negative. Here, if the direction of the journey and the direction of the current is opposite, okay, if it is opposite, then IR should be considered positive. Okay, the same situation I will take here. Okay, but now our journey is in opposite direction, means we are moving in this direction. So now see, when the current is flowing in this direction, so when the current flows from A to B, there is a drop of potential IR. Okay, what we wrote? We wrote that VA minus IR equal to VB. But if I move from VB, okay, move from B to A, then the equation becomes VB plus IR, and that is equal to VA. Clear? So when we move in the direction opposite, okay, then we need to take IR as positive. Remember, in this case the potential of A is higher than B, okay, by an amount of IR. So when we move from B to A plus IR, A to B minus IR. Okay, or just remember, if your direction of the journey is same as the direction of current, then minus IR. If it is in opposite direction, plus IR. Clear? This was for the sign convention about the resistance or the voltage drop IR. Let's see about the EMF. Okay, so when a battery is connected, there is a decrease in potential equal to the EMF of the battery when we go from positive terminal to negative terminal. Okay, means in that case we should consider EMF as negative, epsilon as negative. Say this is the case. Okay, let the EMF of the battery is E. So let this be point E and this be point B. So when we move from A to B, we should consider epsilon as negative. Okay, means I can write down VA minus epsilon, that will be equal to VB. Okay, so remember there is a decrease in potential equal to the EMF of the battery when we go from positive to negative terminal. You can see here this is positive and negative. Our direction is from positive to negative. In that case, what we will do? We will consider EMF or as negative. Okay. In a similar way, there is a increase in potential equal to EMF. Increase, it's not decrease. There is an increase in potential equal to EMF when we go from negative to positive terminal of the battery. In that case, EMF must be considered positive, means when you are going in reverse direction from B to A, okay, in that case, the EMF must be considered positive, means VB plus epsilon that will be equal to okay. So remember, when we are moving from positive to negative terminal, minus epsilon. When we are moving from negative to positive terminal, then plus epsilon. Okay. Let's take a case which include both resistor and battery. Current is flowing in this way. Okay, let's say this is VA, this is sorry A and B. Potential at A is VA, potential at B is VB, this is epsilon. Clear? So VA, as we are moving in same direction, this is the resistor having resistance R. As we are moving in same direction as the direction of current, I will take minus IR. What is the potential drop? B equal to IR. Here I will take minus IR. I am moving from positive to negative terminal, so minus epsilon. That will be equal to V. Okay, if I am going in reverse direction, okay, then it will be opposite. Okay, now junction rule or Kirchhoff's first rule. Now see the statement of Kirchhoff's first rule. At any junction, the sum of currents entering the junction is equal to the sum of current leaving the junction. That is, the algebraic sum of current meeting at a point in any electric circuit is always 0. Now see here, this point can be called as junction. Okay, let this be current I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Okay, now see what is the first statement. The sum of current entering the junction means which are the sum I1, I2 and I5. I1 plus I2 plus I5 is equal to the sum of currents leaving the junction means I3 plus I4. Okay. See, the proof of this rule, it follows from the fact that when the currents are steady, there is no accumulation of charges at any junction. Means as there is no accumulation of the charges, the rate of flow of charge or in which it is entering will be equal to that in which it is leaving, right? The amount of charge entering will be equal to the amount of charge leaving, and also its rate will be same. So the total current flowing in must be equal to the total current flowing out. Okay. See here, if I take example like let's say the current moving towards junction as positive, and that is moving away from junction as negative. Then I3 and I4, these are the current moving away from junction, and I1, I2, and I5 that are moving towards junction. Clear? So what will be I1 plus I2 minus I3 because or let's say plus minus I3 plus minus I4 because it is plus I5 that will be equal to 0. That means that the algebraic sum of the currents meeting at a point in electric circuit is always 0. The sum of current at this junction will be always equal to 0. Here, this is the junction rule, or you can say Kirchhoff's first rule. Let's move to the next, that is Kirchhoff's second rule or loop rule. Now, loop rule or Kirchhoff's second rule. The algebraic sum of the changes in potential around any closed loop involving resistors and cells, the loop is zero. Means if you take any closed loop, okay, let's take this closed loop, okay. Now including resistors and cells. Now this is having resistors, cells, okay. Now, say it is given that the algebraic sum of changes in potential means there will be potential drop here, here. In every this case, there will be some potential drop. So the sum of all the potential drop will be equal to zero. Okay, this is because the rule is obvious since the electric potential is dependent on the location of point. Right? Means if I say this point A, then the potential, if the potential at A is VA, then it is not going to change. It will be always remaining VA. If I take complete loop, and then also the potential at point A will be equal to VA. So the algebraic sum in the changes in potential around any closed loop involving resistors and cells in the loop is 0. Okay, so thus from the starting point, here I have taken the starting point of A. Okay, if I move and come back again to point A, then the total change must be 0. Here, in a closed loop, we do come back to the starting point and hence we must apply this rule. Here, now let's take example to explain this rule. Okay, now here you can see a closed loop. Okay, let's start with point A. Now remember our sign convention. When our journey and the direction of current is same, minus IR. Opposite plus IR. When we move from in battery, when we move from positive to negative terminal, minus epsilon, and negative to positive terminal, plus epsilon. So now when we move from A to B, let's move from A to B here. A to B. See, our journey, green means our journey. Okay, red means the direction of current. Our journey and direction of current is same. When it is same, I should use minus IR. So minus I1 R1. Okay. Now when I move from B to C, okay, our journey and the direction of current is opposite. So I should use plus IR. So plus I2 R2. I am using IR because V equal to IR. That is the change in potential. Right. Then battery I am going from positive to negative terminal. So I will use minus epsilon 1. Okay. Then from C to T. Okay. My direction and the direction of current is same. So minus IR. So I will use minus I3 R3. Okay, now I am moving from negative terminal to positive terminal. This is my negative terminal, this is positive terminal. So I will use plus epsilon 2. Okay, now moving from D to E, same direction, my direction current. So plus I4 R4. Moving from E to A, opposite direction. So minus, sorry, here to be minus I4 R4. Because the direction, my direction and the direction of current is same. So minus IR. From E to A, from E to A, it is opposite direction. So I will use plus IR. So plus I5 R5. I reach back to point A. So according to Kirchhoff's rule, the changes in the potential through a closed loop when I come back to the same point is equal to 0. Here, because the potential when I started was VA, there is changes, and finally again it is VA, so this changes is equal to 0. This is the example of Kirchhoff's second rule. Clear? Okay, so now just take a note of it. Okay, students. So that's it for today. Thank you.